fire.
Snap a 2-game skid, come in here, get a big conference win, important conference win. Defense came up big. I guess, what are your biggest takeaways from this, and how important was this one?
Well, it's always good to get a big rivalry win, especially after, the 2 losses, and to go on the road. And there's a lot of adversity there. I thought our guys responded well. Now, we got to go back and clean a lot of things up. Offensively, we were very messy in the first half, shot ourselves in the foot. I was very frustrated. Defense did fantastic. Has allowed us to calm down a little bit offensively, and then offense responded in the second half, put together some good drives. Thought we went back to being sloppy late in the game again. So those are the things that we got to fix. But definitely go on the road and get that win is a big deal.
Coach, you kind of hit on sloppy first half, but then you guys come out 2 touchdowns and 2 drives there in the second half to start it off. How big was that for this game?
It was huge. We needed to go out there and make a statement and get momentum back in our favor. Let everybody take a deep breath. It's hard for defense to go out there series after series and you're not doing anything offensively. It puts a lot of pressure on them. So it allowed our defense to take a deep breath and relax a little bit. And again though, offensively we got a lot of talent, and we have high expectations for those guys. And I just felt like we were hot and cold. So and we got a good UAB team coming in next week, so we got to be hitting on all cylinders.
Speaking of the defense, obviously we had some big players step up today. With Thomas and the pick six. You haven't really seen much of him this season, so.
Yeah, no, it was great. We played a lot of young guys, rolled a lot of players. It was great to see him get the pick six. He looked like a pro out there. He didn't bat an eye. We're going to need him down the stretch. We've only played half a season. As long as it seems, we're going to need everybody down the stretch. And it was good those young guys were getting in there, getting experience.
This is the 600th win for the program. What does it say about this program, and how fitting was it that it was against, the oldest rival, the first college team that the program had played against down here in Murfreesboro?
Yeah, it was great. We checked a lot of boxes, 4 in a row. Now I guess we take the lead in the series, 600 win. It's a lot of boxes we checked tonight. So, and that's why you play the game. That's why you love college football, to have good victories like this. And we got a short week though. We got to get up tomorrow and get ready for UAB.
Kind of going back to that defense, did a really good job on third downs, but it seemed like it was a good job on first and second downs that led to that. I don't know if they had any shorter than a 3rd and 5 in those situations. What can you say about those situations and how much they helped the defense tonight?
That was huge. They were playing behind the chains most of the night. There was a lot of 3rd and longs, and that's what you want defensively. And they got after the quarterback, which is great. Created some turnovers, and that's what good defenses need to do. And we got to carry that momentum over to next week.
Didn't see Mark good out there tonight. Do you have an update on him? And also, Kai Robichaux went down with looked like a shoulder, and also
Upton Stout. Yeah, Upton Stout. Mark's out for the season. He's going to need to have surgery. I thought Wes Dorsey came in at right tackle, did a good job tonight. We moved Gunner over to left. He did a good job. Upton got a knee. I don't know yet what that is. We'll have to see tomorrow. Other than that, a lot of bumps and bruises, but I think we'll be okay. Kai, I got to look at the shoulder. He got a good nick on his shoulder, so we'll have to see about that.
Moving forward, obviously, like in the this season, you've already had your bye week earlier on in the season, so, it's game week after week. Just how important is it for these other guys to be able to come in and step up and play their role?
Well, it's huge. We have a next man up mentality, and it doesn't matter if you're a young guy, an old guy, you earn the right to be on the field, and I tell everybody, be ready when it's your turn. And a lot of guys responded tonight when it was their turn. So we got to continue to do that. Again, it's a long season. UAB is a very physical team. There's going to have to be some other young players that step up and make those plays like they did tonight.
I think Austin ran a lot tonight. Is that kind of just what the defense presented, or are you guys trying to use him more with quarterback draws?
A little bit of both. I think we got in a couple second longs that kind of forced that issue where he had to scramble a little bit. We called a couple quarterback runs, just to try to keep the chains moving, to take some pressure off the passing game. And then one time, it was just me. We had a 4th and short, and I knew, he could get the quarterback sneak, or he could go quarterback power and get it. So it looks like either Tennessee or Alabama's, everybody's cheering. So.
Looks like Alabama just scored.
Oh, they did?
Yeah.
Well, we better hurry up, man.
With Austin running it, It kind of reminds me a little bit of Ty's story back in 2019, where he could throw it a little bit, and he wasn't afraid to go in there and get dirty. How much do you see that with Austin?
Yeah, he's just like Ty. He's a physical runner. He's not afraid to run. Sometimes, he takes some hits, but he bounces back up, and took a late hit in the fourth that, I wish he wouldn't have taken. It's probably on me. I just was trying to move those chains to run the clock out. But, he's a tough guy. I'm really glad he's our quarterback. I tell him all the time, I said, hey, you got to carry the team on your shoulders, and we ask you to run. You got to run, as a strong runner. And he does a good job with that for sure.
Seems like you guys kind of have slowed down on the vertical attacks, especially in the passing game. Is there any particular reason why that is, that you guys are kind of...
Well, we took some shots early. We took some shots in the first half, and we didn't hit. I thought the ball was there. The corner ran good with Daywood. Daywood had two that were close calls. We were able to pull them down. Came back in the second half. We got the out and up, which, Malachi caught, which was good, and took one or two more. And they were playing pretty soft, and so, you had to run it and do some RPOs and throw the ball underneath. They know vertically we can beat them, and so they weren't. It's kind of like us against UCSA. We weren't going to give up the big plays, and they did that tonight with us.
All right, good.